this is a conversation that would be really fun over a martini. Natalie is going to be joining Greg in the kitchen to make the drinks.
What am I doing? What are you saying? Wait a minute, what is she going to say?
I'm going to be on that
Stop
show.
film! I'm kidding. No. Sex toys and this is funny.
And martinis. Yeah. Natalie's going to show
Don't
us.
get me started, sister.
All right, so she's going to make a martini with Greg. We're going to try to have a martini recipe out of the archives, and I think I've sampled a lot of them, so they're very good.
And you know, we've had to kind of tweak them over time too. So sometimes we'd have to sample it, then add a little something, and so we are pros at this martini thing.
What did Greg suggest you make with the tomato gazpacho soup?
Something that was flavorful but not too overpowering. He said it would be great to have something with a little bit of a fruity, light flavor. So we're going to do a twilight blueberry martini.
Now it's time for some food and fun. We are here with Greg Hardesty, who is the chef at a new restaurant you're opening, Recess, which is at 49th and College, and you used to have, what, H2O Sushi and Element?
H2O Sushi and Elements, yep. And Recess should be open, hopefully, if everything goes well, mid-November, I think.
And this is a cool, different concept. Talk about it.
Yeah, it's going to be called Recess because it's a little culinary playground for me to come in there every day and do something different. I get bored very easily. That's why I've owned 2 restaurants and sold them in about 8.5 years. So I get bored very easily. So a little culinary playground for me to play around in every day, and then a little recess, a little break for the people that are out there trying to, make a living and just come in a couple hours and take a break. Yeah, actually, Recess is going to have kind of a 2 function or 2 services. We're going to have the restaurant 5 nights a week, and then also probably 6 days a week we're going to have a retail center or a retail counter where you can come in and, for instance, buy some gazpacho, take it home. Sometimes there'll be hot soups or stews or just kind of entree salads. And it's just a little way to make your life a little easier with with all the busy schedules. So.
All right, yeah, so moms can have a recess. Okay, so while you start that, Natalie's going to start a martini for us to drink with it.
A nice little pairing to this. It's a little berry martini, good going into the fall. You're going to take dragonberry, which is a strawberry rum, 1 ounce of dragonberry, half an ounce of Pama liqueur, a splash of sweet and sour over ice. Shake it up. Make sure it's nice and cold.
Melanie and I will taste.
Yes. You guys taste and tell me what you think. It's very simple. It's very sweet. So you definitely have to have a sweet tooth for this one. But it is delicious.
You can have the pink one.
Yeah, we definitely want Greg to have one.
Yeah.
Nothing like cooking and drinking, right?
You gotta have some, yeah.
Got to do that.
Okay, well.
All right, let's take a try here and see what we think.
Do you have a name for this yet?
Berry martini. How about that?
That sounds good.
Because dragonberry. All right.
Okay,
cheers. Cheers.
To our new dish in a dish.
Cheers.
In a short amount of time that just took, Greg's already made the soup.
Pretty much, yeah.
Wow, that is easy.
Then you add all these ingredients.
So what did you put in there?
So
Tell me about that.
What I did here was I just diced or chopped up some raw tomatoes, half a clove of garlic, about 1 small little Persian cucumber that you get now. You don't even have to peel them. They're seeds and all. They're really good. We eat them at snacks at home.
What is this?
It's called a Persian cucumber. It looks like a little tiny cucumber, but you can eat the whole thing. You don't have to peel it. You don't have to seed it. It's just basically pure cucumber.
Wow.
I just put all those ingredients in here: a little olive oil, salt, and pepper. Pureed it all together, and just get it nice and. So this is a really good base for a lot of things. You could take your fresh tomatoes, cook it down in a pan with a little bit of olive oil, reduce it by about half, and you'll have the best tomato sauce you've ever had. So you get that nice fresh flavor. But then what I like to do is just push it through this colander and just really shove it through there. And you get this nice smooth puree versus and all the seeds and skins and anything that is going to give you that kind of weird mouthfeel that stays in the colander. So you just have this perfect, beautiful. You can see all that junk.
What a nice smell.
So you just want to push all this through there, and then what we're going to do is add in all of our chopped ingredients. And the beauty of this is you can do this all ahead of time if you want your guests or if you're having a dinner party to see you make it. But I tend to think it gets a little better if it sits for a couple hours and really marinates. So,
what's your best dish?
Oh, right now, Kraft macaroni and cheese.
We talked about that earlier. There are some variations.
So now you have this great tomato broth, And what we're going to do now is just add in some raw chopped onions, little jalapeno, some red bell peppers, some cucumber. These are all the traditional Spanish gazpacho things or ingredients for a traditional. Now, a lot of times what they'll do is add bread to it and puree the bread into it. I'm not a big fan of that. I think it just dulls the flavor. Little chopped tomatoes. And this is not a traditional ingredient, but I love raw celery hearts.
Oh, yeah.
Just the middle
Nice.
8 or 10 stalks. They're just so much sweeter. They don't have that bitter flavor.
This really did look easy.
Yeah. So then you just
Yeah.
stir this up.
That's great.
Add a little fresh herb. You
Love
can
all
use
the
anything that you have in the
ingredients
garden.
in it.
Basil,
Oh, that's
parsley,
great.
Here, Melanie.
chives.
You can stir.
Nice.
Since you're so good at the
good.
macaroni
My
and cheese.
expertise.
This is
Yes,
like mac
yeah.
and cheese stirring.
Yeah, there you go.
That's my cooking.
Love cilantro.
What I'm putting in here is a little cilantro and parsley.
Oh, yeah.
But you know, like I said, basil, chives, a little tarragon would be great.
Is there a trick to cutting like that?
Yeah, not to cut yourself is
Right.
the biggest one, but
The
just
knuckles
keep
back thing?
Keep your knuckles down. So if you're using that as a guard, there's nothing to cut. Now, occasionally I do nick off a nail or whatever, but that's part of the business. So just
God
roughly
has a-
chop that up and throw it in there with your ingredients, and then give it a good stir. Season it up, taste it, make sure it's got plenty of salt and pepper. Salt is what makes things taste good. I know it's not good for you, but, or too much, but you know, good tasting food is because you season it, and that's the key.
That's really good.
Nice
That
and
is
fresh.
so good.
That's going to turn completely different in an hour
Yeah.
in the
But I
refrigerator.
actually like the crunchy vegetables.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
And
Sorry.
how
And it's-
fresh it is, and the cilantro.
Yeah,
That's
like
nice.
I said, that's just going
Nice.
to taste completely different
really
in an
good.
hour. It's just all those
that's
flavors are going to
Brian,
come
so
in.
good.
It's great.
That is wonderful. So good.
Okay.
Goes great with this too.
Cheers. Good
Cheers.
job.
Cheers. Nice.
Wonderful.